Hello and welcome to a brand new season of SteamTeam quizzes.
Yay!
Thank you. This is very special because it is the first appearance of everyone's favourite little engines. Calico is going to be in for a treat as we meet his favourite engine for the very first time. Calico was supposed to introduce this quiz, but unfortunately he's still sulking. I forgot to tell him prior to watching the episode that the narrow gauge engines don't have their Welsh accents yet. He's now hell-bent on redubbing them with the Welsh voices.
Damn right. Fancy not giving them Welsh accents. Michael Angelis should hang his head in shame.
Yes, okay, don't get carried away. You have not seen any of the questions or answers, is that right, Calico?
I have not.
Good, now we can move on.
If we must, I have to say the lack of Welsh accents really puts me off these episodes, so I don't know how well I'll do.
Well, we can only try, can't we?
Yeah. Fancy not doing a bloody Welsh voice, eh?
Well, there you go, you know.
Terrible.
Terrible. Perhaps Michelangelo couldn't do Welsh.
Well, maybe he should have learned.
Well, yeah. We move on to episode 1 now. First episode. The first episode of a brand new series, and this one's called Grandpuff.
Oh.
Yes, Grandpuff. Who is Grandpuff?
That is Duke.
Yeah, I was going to say we'll find out, but you've just answered it for us, but either way. Question 1. What sort of story does Percy want? A. Spooky, B. Adventurous, C. Mysterious, or D. Happy?
Oh, I do believe that Percy wants a mysterious story, but I think Douglas or Donald said that it has to have a happy ending.
I don't think Donald or Douglas was even there, was
They
it?
were.
Was it?
Yeah, or Duck.
I thought it was Duck.
Yeah, Duck. That was it. Yeah, Duck
Right.
said he wanted a happy ending.
Yeah. And then Duck isn't in the next episode when the happy ending comes.
I know, he missed it.
Oh dear. One big misfire for Duck there.
Yes.
So as far as he knows, it ends with a sad ending.
Yeah. Oh dear. I wonder if anybody told him.
I hope so. Wouldn't want to think of Duck being upset.
No.
Not with his own branch line.
Absolutely not.
Question 2.
Well, it's not his own anymore, is it?
Well, no, he's got to share it now. Question 2. Who is Duke named after? A. The Duke of Boxford, B. The Duke of Sodor, C. The Duke of Wellington, or D. Sir Topham Hatt's father?
It'd be nice if his father was called Duke. No, he is named after the Duke of Sodor.
He is, indeed, the Duke of Sodor, not the Duke of Boxford.
No.
That he comes into it later.
Yes.
With his own private engine.
Ah, yes.
And one of your other favourite engines.
Yes. And also, I have done a voice for him as well.
You have done the voice for him. I think that was the first voice you ever performed for Thomas, and we did it in a little unreleased audiobook of Hero of the Rails. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. It was very
Years
enjoyable.
ago, that was. Years ago. Very enjoyable. I only think we did about 3 scenes of it, but it was good fun.
Maybe we should do it again.
Maybe we should
release it.
Let's not get carried away. Question 3. What did Manager turn Smudger into? A statue, B. A pile of scrap, C. A really useful engine, or D. A generator?
The pile of scrap option's a bit dark, isn't it?
It is.
He was rubbish, so I turned him into a pile of scrap. No, he put him as a generator behind the shed.
He did, and you knew that, didn't you? Because that was referenced in my Christmas audiobook.
Yes, it was.
Yes, so he should have known that, and he did. He got it right. Question 4. Why did no one want to buy Duke? A. He was too old, B. He was too grumpy, C. He was too large, or D. He was too expensive?
I imagine the price tag may have had something to do with it.
Might have done.
But no.
How much?
How much? No, it's because he was too old.
It was. Too old.
Too old.
People want the younger models, you see.
They do, yeah. They last longer, don't they?
Although the old ones are the best ones, as the saying goes. Is that saying right?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily so, no. Question 5. What colour is the tarpaulin that they cover Duke with? A. Brown, B. Black, C. Green, or D. Blue?
I'm going to go for the classic tarpaulin colour of green.
The classic tarpaulin colour. Do they make them in any other colour?
They do. They make them in brown. I've seen them in brown, blue.
Have you?
Yeah. Green. I haven't seen a black one, though.
Have you not? I thought you would have seen a black one, because it's quite close to a dark green, isn't it? Correct. we move on to episode 2 now, which I'm surprised I didn't get sued by Disney for this one.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yes. Never seen the Sleeping Beauty movie, have you?
No, not at all.
Never
Not-
want to.
No.
Not particularly ashamed to say that I haven't seen it.
No.
Not something that's high up on my list to do either.
No.
I don't think it's on my list.
No.
I don't
It's
have
not,
a
it's
list
definitely-
for a start, but if
It's definitely not on mine. But if you were to have a list,
it would not be on
there.
it. No. Question
That is,
1.
that is the point we're trying to get across. Isn't
Yes.
It? Yeah.
Question 1. Who asked Thomas to remind us of the story so far? A. Toby, B. Henry, C. Duck, or D. James?
That was James.
It was James. Question 2. Which of the following is not, and I repeat, not a location seen on the map? A. Vales Bridge, B. Elm Farm, C. Duke's Village, or D. Picnic Area?
I'm going to say Elm Farm.
Are you?
Yes.
You're wrong to say Elm Farm.
Oh.
It was Picnic Area.
Oh, was it?
It was not seen on the map.
Oh.
Question 3. Who pulls the rescuer's train? A. Rheneas, B. Skarloey, C. Peter Sam, or D. Sir Handel?
It's hard to see, but I think it's Skarloey, but they're both the same colour, aren't they?
Yeah.
And at some point you do see them both pulling it.
Yes, but I mean, well, they've actually got the rescuers in it, not when they're pulling Duke, is
Oh,
there?
right. Yeah. I'm going to say Skarloey.
Yes, it is Skarloey, although, as you said, Rheneas does join the train later on, but that's when they've got Duke, so we're not really going to count that.
Oh, okay.
Question 4. What does Duke ask the rescuer if he is? A hooligan, B. a hero, C. a vandal, or D. a burglar?
I'm going to say Vandal, because his driver has told him that vandals break things.
Yes, and he broke the roof.
He did.
Worth it, though.
The rather large man.
Portly man.
Porky.
Portly.
Portly.
Not porky.
Same thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Fat.
Fat.
Not beat around the bush here.
No, he's large.
The fat man.
He's a large man.
Yeah.
Not quite as large as the Fat Controller, but still large.
Although that's arguable.
Yeah, it must be close.
Question 5. Who out of the following is one of the rescuers? A. Jem Cole, B. Jeremiah Jobling, C. Mr. Percival, or D. the Vicar of Wellsworth?
I do believe that it was Farmer Jem Cole.
It was Jem Cole. I also believe Farmer Trotter was there.
Was he?
Yes, he was, I think. I'm not positive.
He does make a few... I'm surprised that Jeremiah Jobling wasn't there.
Yeah, he's usually muscling in somewhere, isn't he?
Horrible man.
Let's not start that again. We cleared it up. He's got his life back on track now. He's a railway inspector, and he also complains about double-decker buses when they get stuck under bridges.
Wow.
I think
Someone's got
everyone
to.
complained about
Someone's
that.
got to. What was it he said? He tricked us.
Yeah.
For some reason they sound like James. But
Funny that.
still developing his voice, isn't he, old Michael Angelis?
He is. He is. I'm sure he'll have it right on track by Series 5. Anyway, we're going to move on now to episode 3, and we are really steaming along today.
We said that we wouldn't do that.
We did say we wouldn't do it, but... yeah, we won't do it no more. We're steaming along now to Bulldog.
Oh.
We are. And Bulldog, do you remember that's a game that we used to play in the school playground? They tried to get it banned.
I think they did get it banned in a few
They
schools.
did. It was a bit rough, I must admit. But then
But
children
it was only
are far
rough because
too...
we made it rough.
Yeah, but children now are far too sheltered from these sort of things.
Well, I think they're more. Into alcohol and cigarettes.
Yeah.
More the kind of thing they're doing these days.
Smoker's corner in the playground. Question 1. What does Gordon say Percy's driver is doing? A. Having breakfast. B. Sleeping. C. Washing. Or D. Complaining. And I saw your dirty mind working overtime then.
No, it's very clean. He is sleeping.
Do you reckon?
Well, I do hope so.
Well, Gordon reckons so.
I take Gordon's word for it.
Question 2. What do they call the difficult part of the line? A. Coldy Fell. B. Creepy Causeway. C. The hillside route. Or D. The mountain road.
I'm going to say the mountain road. Even though there's no road in the mountain.
Well, no.
But bizarrely, there is a house.
It's a workman's cottage.
Cottage.
Occupied by what?
Well, hopefully. Could be hooligans.
Squatters.
Squatters' rights.
Yes, you're correct. It was Mountain Road. Question 3 now. Bit of a long question here, so pay close attention.
Pay close attention.
Which of the following is not mentioned as being a container that the people use to transport water from the cottage to Duke in? A. Cups, B. Jugs, C. Kettles, or D. Saucepans? And we are looking for the one that they do not use. What do they not use?
Well, they used jugs.
They do.
They used saucepans.
Yes.
And then they used...
Cups or kettles? Which one is, which one would you use?
I wouldn't use a kettle. No, I'm going to say they didn't use a kettle.
They didn't use a kettle.
Right, that's what I said.
Do you reckon?
No, I don't reckon they used a kettle.
Well, they do use a kettle.
Do they?
But I use kettles. How many kettles does one need? That's what one has to...
Well, it depends how many workmen the cottage facilitates.
Yeah, we can't use... Is that a word?
Eh?
Facilitates a word.
I think so.
Hope so.
I'm pretty sure I've heard it said
But
before.
can't you just reboil the kettle, you know? And
Well, why would they boil the kettle? Surely that's what Duke's fire does.
What are you on about?
Boot heats the water out of it.
What are you on about? No, I mean, because you said because there's more than one workman in there. Why don't they just reboil the kettle?
What? They're all thirsty at the same time.
Well, they might have to just wait 5 minutes. You know, they're not children, are they? Where you got to give them everything at the exact same time.
Yeah, but it does increase production and work if they all have their cup of coffee at the same time.
Yes, we just have to agree to disagree here, I'm afraid. But you got that wrong. You say it was actually they don't use cups.
Strange.
Would have taken quite a while. They're just carrying it on a saucer, a little spilling it all as they're coming down the stairs. Well, I'll give you about 2 millimeters.
Milliliters.
Milliliters.
Not millimeters.
No, I know.
That's a distance.
Question 4. What did Falcon get before going on the mountain road? A routine check. B, a new load of coal. C, a new driver and fireman. Or
You can't just replace a fireman.
you don't know what they've been caught doing, do you? Or D. Or is it D? Or is it D, a new coat of paint?
I'm going to say a new coat of paint.
So not a new driver and fireman.
Oh, you're not good enough to go up on the mountain road. You have to get a new one.
You're correct. They did get a new coat of paint.
They got caught sleeping on the job.
Question 5 now, and the last question of Bulldog. And this one is, at the beginning, who does Percy think will get cross? A, the Fat Controller, B, the manager, C, the passengers, or D, his fireman?
I'm going to say the passengers.
It was the passengers. You're doing quite well. Not perfect by any means, by any stretch of imagination. As we enter episode 4 now, and this one is called, do you know? Can you remember?
No.
It's something that you can never do with me.
You can't win.
No, you can't win with me. You know, I'm always moaning, whatever you do.
Yeah.
Question 1 is, which of the following is not one of the things the people come to see? A, the mountains, B, the lakes, C, the causeway, or D, Duke?
I didn't mention the causeway.
They don't. Although I think Duke is seen puffing along it.
Yes, but they don't come to see that, though.
No, I mean, it's quite unique. I'd like to see it.
Yeah?
Especially the mountain on the causeway. Not the mountain, the castle
Yeah.
on the causeway.
Well, I suppose there is a castle there.
It is a landmark and no mistake, I'd say. Question 2. What do Duke's puffs change into? A, coughs, B, chuffs, C, wheezes, or D, rattles?
Wheezes.
Are they? They're not chuffs. They don't go from puffs to chuffs. No,
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
No, they've gone to wheezes.
They do. Indeed. Question 3. At the station, where does the guard tell the passengers that Duke will take them? A, top station, B, the harbour, C, Crobben's Gate, or D, the Menders?
Booah.
The harbour. He doesn't actually take them to the harbour, though, does he? Oh, no. No, Falcon ends up taking it. It's a curious thing.
Yeah,
that is what the guard actually said. Whether he's
Yeah.
correct or not.
He lied. But, you know.
False promises, you know.
You know.
Just like you when you ran for mayor the other week. Question 4. What colour are the carriages that Falcon takes Duke's passengers to their boat in? A. Green, B. Blue, C. White, or D. Red?
Red.
They are red. Very nice red too.
Yes.
Sort of dark red, isn't it, I think?
Yeah, they look a bit like Annie and Clarabout, aren't they?
Well, not really. They've got open sides, haven't they, the narrow gauge coaches?
No, not these ones.
Oh, didn't they?
No.
Sorry. Yes, all right. Question 5. Which standard gauge engine can be seen at Crovan's Gate at the end, or Crovan's Gate? A. Duck, B. James, C. Henry, or is it D. Thomas?
You can't actually see his face, but you can see his number, and the number is 1, and there's only number 1 engine in the whole of the world. That's Thomas.
Yes. Such a shame you can't see his face, isn't it? No, not question 5. Episode 5 now, and this one's 4 little engines.
Ooh.
Who are the 4 little engines? Can you name them?
Peter Sam.
Indeed. Yeah, I thought you'd go with that one first.
Then it is Sir Handel.
Mm.
And then it's Skarloey.
Mm.
And then it is Rheneas.
It is. Question 1. Who does Skarloey miss? A. Peter Sam, B. Rusty, C. Rheneas, or D. Sir Handel?
It is Rheneas.
He does, and I think they're twins, actually.
Really?
I think so. I'm not 100%.
He is very
on that.
fond of him, isn't he?
He is. Question 2. How many workmen arrive? A2, B3, C4, or D5?
Very stern workman as well.
It was. Come along.
Come along, we're in a fix you, Edward. It was 3 of them.
It was. You wait all your life for 1 workman and then 3 come along at once.
Yes.
Just like buses.
Yes. They didn't look like buses, it's quite slim, actually.
They were. Didn't like that was actually wrong of me to say that.
Yes,
They
it
look
was,
like
yes,
buses.
implying it.
Just look like heavy goods vehicles.
It's worse. Oh well.
So what, sue me? They're
Yeah.
wooden. Question 3. Which road vehicle makes a very brief cameo appearance in this episode? A. Terence, B. Bertie, C. Trevor, or D. Bulgy?
I wouldn't say he was a road vehicle, I'd say he's all-terrain vehicle.
Yes, but he goes on the road, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah, he's all-terrain.
So where would you drive a tractor then? Would you drive that along the railway tracks or along the road?
Along the fields.
You have to be awkward, don't you?
Yep, I do.
So you're saying it's Terence?
Yes,
You're right to say Terence. He appears at the farm.
He does.
Very briefly as...
Don't see his face, but you can tell it's him.
Yep, just his Sir Handel puffs past.
Yep.
Question 4. What on Skarloey is described as being weak? A. His wheels, B. His smoke box, C. His springs, or D. His side rods?
His springs, they do break as well, don't they?
I didn't really know that engines had springs. I suppose
Of
they
course,
must really.
they have to have something to absorb the shock, don't they?
Suspension.
Yes.
Just like cars.
Yes, just like cars.
Just like cars. You're right. Question 5. What does the driver call Skarloey? A. Old friend, B. Gallant old engine, C. Old faithful, or D. Old rusty?
Old Faithful.
He is. Very faithful.
He is very faithful.
Shall we tally up your scores now, Calico?
Yeah, let's do
So I
that.
expect you're dying to get home.
I'm just dying to know how many I've got.
And then go home.
And then go home.
Yes, we're running very late here in the Calico offices, so I'm going to make this very brief. You have scored.
Hopefully I've got the same, or not more than last
How
time.
many do you think you've scored? How well do you think you've done?
I think I've got the average 23.
Is that what you think?
I hope that's what I've got.
Well, you have. You've got 23
Yeah,
out of 25. You're already sort of stuck in that ballpark, aren't you?
yeah, it's borderline, isn't it? It's
But
not
then
bad.
again,
It's
it's not bad at all, Calico. You've never scored below 20, I don't think, have you?
No, I haven't.
No, which is
I think my lowest is 22.
a great achievement. So, just from the initial, we've just watched those episodes, yeah, before the quiz. So, what do you think about seeing the narrow gauge engines at last? What do you think of this series so far?
Very good. I do enjoy the narrow gauge engines, as you well know.
I do. But I expect it was
It's
a bit of
nice
an
to
adjustment without seeing them without their Welsh accents.
Yeah, it was pretty disappointing.
Mm.
But obviously they were still thinking of the voices, so
Yeah.
I can completely understand it.
So you really you looking forward to seeing the rest of this series because most of it is narrow gauge.
I do like the narrow gauge engines; they are my favourite. So yeah, I am looking forward to it.
Are you? Well, we'll have to wait until next time to see more.
Yay.
So until then, until we see you next time, it's bye-bye everybody. Bye-bye from me. And from Calico, it's...
Cheerio.
in a Welsh accent. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So I expect you'll be dying to get home now, Mr. Calico.
Yes.